Hey everyone, and welcome to my Stormlash Gladiator off-meta Barbarian build in Diablo 2 Resurrected. I'm wearing 2 Stormlash for tornado striking, static field, attack speed. Do about this weapon is it adds almost 500 flat lightning damage. That's hefty. Therefore I have a lightning thunder here as well. Because when I'm encountering a lightning immune monster, 50% of this weapon's damage is shut down. It's not so great. So therefore I have this. And G-Phase Helm with an attack speed, max damage tool, really nasty damage. High Lords for the amulet for even more lightning damage. Gods for more lightning damage. Wisp for lightning absorb. So I'm going with a theme here. To be almost invincible, Dracois. And for even more damage, similar to G-Phase, Go Rider. For nice offensive stats like Crushing Blow, Deadly Strike, and Open Wounds. The dual leech ring, or a mana leech ring would be good enough, but I have a dual leech ring here. And on offhand here +3 for the buff up. For the mercenary I gave him a Nondarius, a treasury, and infinity to even have more on hit effects. Sometimes I run 2, what's the name? Either to Wisp or to Carriot Wind to fully go with the theme of the tornado procs, and here twist the procs. This is how the build works. That's a Frenzy and Barbarian. Fully maxed out Frenzy, more than the skill tree here after the run. But it's just a single target ability. And now all of a sudden I have AoE in form of all these tornadoes. So it procs tornadoes like crazy because it's such a fast, such a fast hitting ability. Yeah, this was considered to be a godly barbarian setup before Enigma. Before Enigma and Grief and items like this. Because now it's basically the off-meta, or the godly build from back in the day. Now our off-meta dash meme build. And I'm updating it for Diablo 2 Resurrected, basically. Yeah, it's an insanely fun build. And also, like, we have to farm up Grief somehow. You know what I mean? We need some decent setup to farm up dual Grief. And this is a really good one. Well, I have Infinity on the Mercenary, just because I can. This could be or should be even a Reaper's Toll. But since I have 2 Stormlash, which deal almost 1000 flat added lightning damage, I'm fine, even if I encounter a physically immune monster. And also I have an ability called Berserk. People are not too familiar with the Barbarian. This deals magic damage. And yeah, just one-shots mobs. Boom, dead. Downside is I can't block or something like this while using it, or the defense goes to 0, so there's a drawback. I love this setup, man. Frenzy Barb is overall, Frenzy Barbarian build is overall one of my all-time favorite builds in the game. I played this in all type of variations for season starts. Yeah, endgame, it's crazy. But usually just a boss killer and a little bit awkward to farm with. The setup is great, however, because of the tornadoes. I'm not used to having only 1 point in the HP buff. Always off pretty quickly. Bye. Oh, amp damage. Mercenary will say bye-bye, probably. Bane Vex. Love to get a rune then. I should work all these monsters. Let's work this ace. Hey, congrats mercenary, level up. Level 92. Oh, nice rubber band. Nice rubber band there. Whoa, let's check out this Barb. Found the last run. One to Barb skills, awesome. Hope for some nice static field procs. This is probably not a Stormlash because it's a Scourge. That's the fail flail. Okay. Yeah, it's either this one or the other crap one. It's never a Stormlash. That's so insane, man. The mini Stormlash. It adds 20 damage, has only 20 attack speed. Ooh, mana stall per hit slows target by 50. Yeah, it's never a Stormlash. Only 1 point in item find. But fun fact, even on my Hawker, it's not so much about working the high runes with find item, it's just about that they just drop after the council member goes down. I immediately want to play my Hawker doing this. Such a addictive build, man. Just dopamine it, dopamine it, high run, high run, high run. Yeah, insane. I love the setup and it's viable. Let's turn this up a little bit. Let's turn this up a notch. Let's swap to... let's swap to Fortitude. Ooh, Hustle. Let's try Hustle. But I need a Ravenfrost now. I need a Ravenfrost rig. Nice roll. 65 faster run walk on a Frenzy Barb. Nuts. Let's check out Countess. We take forever to find the tower, but it's fun. Dude, it's an insane setup, but it's a little bit... Let's change something. Let's get rid of... Like, if I get rid of Infinity, it is like almost a ladder... Well, it's almost a ladder starter type setup. Do I have a Reaper's Toll here? Of course. Of course. It's something I had to get used to, not going to lie. The Reaper's Toll, Treasury. And the most expensive right now in the build would be the Andariels. I would get that last, just the Merkheim. Rakuls can be a little bit pricey, maybe an Ist if it's a good roll. The High Lord's a little bit expensive. Not too much, but decent expensive. Ooh, dual. I don't know about prices about items like this, to be honest with you. I usually find them or I gamble them. Also, I have no clue about the prices of these. So Just something that drops where I play the game. Never trade for those. Watching any was insane roll because I run Ubers all the time. But a 10-10 Barb torch is like nothing in terms of trading. And that's an insanely viable, almost budget setup. So Reaper's Toll instead of Infinity now. But it will overcast. You can only have one curse on the monster in Diablo 2 at the same time. It's absolutely overkill the damage for like Act 1. More damage to demons, let's go. I found the Ohm rune, I think yesterday in Trev, but on non-ladder. RIP. It's so hilarious, man. I uploaded the other day a video, like a little update for the Hawk. Hey, I have Enigma now. And one guy said, oh, what is this build? I'm 200 runs in, nothing. What is this build? What's wrong, man? And stuff. Well, I just loot on Ohm, basically while reading his comment, you know what I mean? That's the RNG in D2. But I would also, for the people who like the Hawk so much, I get sidetracked here, but for the people who like Hawk above so much, I would not put all my eggs in one basket with this build. You know what I mean? It's just a nice second character to have in a season. Because, yeah, if you bet everything on this Barb build, it can literally farm only this one spot in the game and is almost useless for anything else. And then you have bad RNG with it. Well, scuffed. Absolutely scuffed then. But on the other hand, you could be so damn lucky with this fucker. Yeah, the attack speed is also crazy. Holy bolt on striking. I would put this in the category. Like as I said, it used to be a GG build. Now it's more like a off-meta meme build. It's like a viable meme build. Oh, I wasn't buffed up properly. I was like, holy moly, wow, these Act 1 mobs dealing so much damage. Well, 1.9k HP. Yeah, all the added flat lightning damage is insane. Like a little bit of hidden tech. I'm also doing this on a kick assassin. And I stack lightning damage small charms. Insane DPS added to the kick. Or in this case to frenzy. Not something that really shows. Like, I don't know how this is calculated properly and stuff, you know what I mean? 1 to 50 damage. 1 to 473 damage, so. But for whatever reason, lightning damage is insane in D2. No matter what type of build, right? If it's a Jabazon, a lightning Sorag, a lightning trap assassin, like all these builds are like the best builds in the game, so lightning damage is just broken. And here, add it to a melee attack. Yeah, let me know what you think. A million setups possible. The original build would be Stormlash, Gladiator's Bane, probably the two Twister Proc rings, or something like this. But yeah, the core is 2 Stormlash instead of 2 grief. None use this to farm up 2 grief or something. So fun. Barb is the best. Yeah, I think it's an insane setup. And there's really people really played this back in the day. I also played this several times. And when I was new in the game, like Enigma was something, I don't know. I only saw other people teleporting around. They never had an Enigma. I maybe had Call to Arms or something like this late game, but I never was able to farm like Enigma, Infinity. Impossible. Those two way too crazy. I don't know. Back in the day, right? Most of the time I settled with setups like this. Also, no need grief and stuff. I'm going to show you the skill tree here. So for this setup, maxed out Frenzy, all its damage synergies. Not the magic damage one, which would be Berserk. But yeah, 20 Frenzy, 20 Double Swing, 20 in Taunt. I have only 1 point in Battle Order. I'm sitting at 3k HP. This would be almost double, like 5k. A little bit over 5k if I would max this out instead. But that's fine. I have a few points remaining. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe 1 point find item. The gimmick for Trev. Luck a high rune, maybe. More points into natural resistance. Yeah, since these are maces, mace class. So 20 here. But like, to be honest, fun fact, because of the static field and all the crushing blow and all the just overall offensive stats, I had dual grief before, therefore I had blade mastery. It wasn't even that big of a difference. Honestly, I'm players 1, I don't even really feel a difference. Yeah, crazy setup. For the stats here, enough to wear the gear. Usually I would go more into strength or more into dex. I have all my points into vitality basically, because I only run 1 point in battle orders. It's like my workaround to still have a decent life pool.